Hello children, welcome to Math Park. We are going to have the second video on chapter 18 statistics, exercise 18b we are going to solve here. And this exercise is about histograms and frequency polygons. So you're going to learn how to draw a histogram and frequency polygon. So please watch till end. And if you like the video, please do not forget to share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. So here we start with the first question. Construct a frequency polygon for the following distribution. The class intervals are given over here. So very important when we are constructing a frequency polygon, it is or an histogram, it is important to have a continuous class intervals. Okay, there should not be gap in it. So here the classes are already continuous. You are having 0 to 4, 4 to 8. So these classes are called exclusive class intervals. And the other ones are called inclusive. So these are already exclusive. So we start with constructing a polygon. So in a graph book, we have to draw your x-axis and y-axis. So this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. And where these axes meet is called an origin. Okay. On x-axis, we'll be plotting the class intervals. And on y-axis, we'll be plotting the frequencies. So 0 is over here. So this is now 4. Let us take this 1 unit as so the units, the scale can be different on x-axis and y-axis. So here we are choosing one unit is equal to 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 and 24. Okay. So we have chosen a scale on x-axis with the 4 units. Now the frequency is 4 over here. So these are the rectangles without gap. So on y-axis, now the frequencies which you have to plot is 4, 7, 10, 15, 11 and 6. So highest is 15 and the lowest is 4 over here. So we can choose the scale of 2. So I start with here 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16. You have to look at how much space is available for you on a graph. I have chosen a graph with these many units. So that is how I will be choosing the scale. You can have the different scale as well. So 0 to 4, the frequency is 4. So we go for a rectangle over here. We draw the rectangle here. 0 to 4, it is 4. Now 4 to 8, it is 7. So 7 is over here. So 7 is over here. So we go at 7. We continue drawing the rectangles. So 4 to 8, it is 7. Then from 8 to 12, it is 10. So drawing the continuous rectangles again, 8 to 12, it is 10. And from 12 to 16, it is 15. So 15 is going to be exactly halfway between 14 and 16. So we go straight there. 15 to 6, 12 to 16 is 15. And 16 to 20, it is 11. So 11 is going to be between 10 and 12. So it is going to be here. Okay. And then 20 to 24, it is 6. So this is our histogram is ready now. Our histogram is ready. We are asked to draw the frequency polygon. So to draw the frequency polygon, what we have to do is we have to join the class mark or the midpoints of the class intervals. And those are to be joined with the straight lines again. So we take the midpoints of these rectangles up there. The width of the rectangle, we take the midpoint of that. So the midpoint of this is over here. We take the midpoints of each of the rectangles on the top. And with the help of scale, we just draw this. Okay. So we join these midpoints and we take halfway over here. So the polygon is a closed figure made up of line segment. You have to take a ruler properly and join. Since I'm doing freehand, it may go zigzag, but you are not supposed to do that. And joining this continuous midpoints, and then for the next we go the halfway over here. So our frequency polygon is ready. Got it? We move on to question number 2. We construct a combined histogram and a frequency polygon for a following frequency distribution. Again, now in the previous question, we could have done only the frequency polygon. That was also fine. Here we are asked to combine a histogram and frequency polygon. It is the same as we did in the previous question. So here is our graph ready. We draw our axis. This is our y-axis. We draw the x-axis. It is ready. We take the class intervals on x-axis. We take the frequencies on y-axis. Now here the readings are 3, 5, 6, 4 and 2. So we can straight have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, on y-axis, the frequencies. Now it is 10 to 20. So scale we can choose here 10, 0 to 10, 10. The classes are already continuous 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Done. So we have now 10 to 20. Your 10 to 20, it is 3. So we go for 10 to 20 and it is 3. Note, draw this rectangle. Then 20 to 30, it is 5. So we completed 20 to 30, it is 5. 30 to 40, it is 6. 30 to 40 is 6. 40 to 50, it is 4. And from 50 to 60, it is 2. So our histogram is ready. Now you have to draw the frequency polygon. So we take the midpoints of the class intervals. So here from the histogram, it is very easy to take the midpoint. Otherwise, from the table, we'll have to draw the separately we'll have to take the one column of the midpoint. So we take the midpoints of these rectangles width up there, and it is to be taken halfway. From here, we join straight that first point with the scale. Go on joining the points with the help of scale. Continuous points without leaving a gap. As I said, polygon is a closed figure made up of line segments, and this is how our frequency polygon is ready. So combine histogram and frequency polygon both. Moving to question number 3. Now here you can see that the classes are not continuous. It is 10 to 14, 15 to 19, then 20 to 24. So we make the classes continuous here. So adjustment factor here is going to be 0.5 because we have the difference between the consecutive upper limit and lower limit. So 15 minus 14 is 1. 1 upon 2 is 0.5. So to make the classes continuous, we subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. So 10 minus 0.5 is going to be 9.5. Add 0.5 to the upper limit, which is going to be 14.5. This is going to be 14.5 to 19.5. This is going to be 19.5 to 24.5. This is going to be 24.5 to 29.5. This is going to be 29.5 to 34.5. So these are the graph. On graph, we draw our x-axis and y-axis. So where the x-axis and y-axis meet, this is our origin. We take the frequencies on our y-axis. We take the class intervals on x-axis. Now here it is 0.9 to point. Okay, so what is the gap over here? The gap is of 5. The class size is 5 here. 14.5 minus 9.5 is 5. Okay, so we start with 9.5 over here, and then we have here 14.5. Then we go for 19.5. Then we have here after 19.5, it is 24.5, 24.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 34.5. Now here you can see the gap here is only 9, it is 9.5, right? Whereas here the gap is 5. So we put a kink. This is called a break of axis. It is very important. Since this gap and this gap is not same, we have to put a kink over here. Looking at the frequencies, the highest is 12 and the lowest is 4. So we can have a class here as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12, right? Now we are plotting this continuous 9.5 to 14.5. The frequency is 5. So we go straight to 5. 5 is exactly midway between 6 and 4. So this is to be done. Now 14.5 to 19.5, it is 8. So we go straight. This is our rectangle ready. From 19.5 to 24.5, it is 12. So we do this. This is done. From 24.5 to 29.5, it is 9. 9 is exactly midway between 8 and 10. So this is done. And from 29.5 to 34.5, it is 4. Okay. So this is done with our histogram. Now, once the histogram is done, we can draw the frequency polygon. Okay, with the help of histogram, it is always easy to draw the frequency. Take the midpoints. Take the midpoints, which are the class marks. Sorry, these are the class intervals. These are actual class intervals. Actual class intervals. Okay, the class marks we are not taking over here. These are the actual class intervals. Take the midpoints and then join the midpoints. Go halfway from here. Join the midpoints. Our frequency polygon is about to finish. Go halfway over here. Done? Got it? Moving to the next question, question number 4. The daily wages is given from 125 to 175, 175 to 225, 225 to 275, 275 to 325, 325 to 375. Now, these are exclusive class intervals. There is no gap between that. So, histogram and frequency polygon. Here, we will be drawing only frequency polygon. So, please focus. So, for drawing frequency polygon, we need class marks. So, class mark is the midpoint. It is adding upper and lower limit and dividing by 2. 125 plus 175 is 300. 300 divided by 2, we get it as 150. 175 plus 225 is 400. 400 divided by 2, we get 200. Same way, the midpoint of these two is going to be 250. The midpoint of these two is going to be 300. Midpoint of 325 and 375 is going to be 350. Now we start plotting directly the midpoints. Okay. So here what we do is daily wages and so we have here our y-axis. This is our x-axis, and the daily wages we are going to plot on x-axis. So here what we will do now, directly we will take the midpoint. So we can have here 150. We can have here 200. We can have here 250. We can have here 300. And then we can have here 350. Now here the difference is only 50, but the here difference is 150. That is why we will show the break of axis or a kink, right? Now 150, we will be plotting x coordinate as 150 and y coordinate as 4. So for that, we will be choosing a scale now. It is 22. The highest is 22 and lowest is 4. So we can have the scale of we can have 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20, 4 6s are 24. We can go like that, right? So now here 150 and 4, this is the point. Then 220. So 220, this is the point. Then 250 and 22. So 250 and 22. So 22 is going to lie exactly between 24 and 20. So this is the point. Then 310. So 310. So 10 is going to lie between exactly 8 and 12. So this is going to be 310. Then it is 350 and 6. So 6 is going to lie exactly between this. So this is the point. Now we start joining this point and with the scale properly. I don't have a scale here to join, so it may be cut, but you have to take a proper ruler and then do it. And this is how our frequency polygon is ready. Frequency polygon, which shows the number of workers and daily wages in rupees. Got it? So what did we do? We took the midpoint over here because we were asked to draw only the frequency polygon. Question number 5, we are given to draw the frequency polygon for each of the following distributions using histogram and without using histogram. So there are two sub parts over here. So for the first part, we will use histogram, and for the second one, we will do without using histogram. So let us start. The classes are continuous over here. So we draw, this is our y-axis, this is our x-axis, where both the axes meet. This is our origin, right? And then we are supposed to plot class intervals and frequencies. So we take the class intervals on x-axis and the frequencies on y-axis. So it is 10. So we start with 10, then 10 to 30, 30 to 50. The class size is here 20, 50 to 70, 70 to 90, 90 to 110, 110 to 130, and 130 to 150, right? Now here it is from 4, 7, 5, 9, 1, 5, 6, 4. So highest is 9 and the lowest is 4. Let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is available. So we'll start with the scale here. 1, we take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is our 9. So let us start drawing the histogram over here. So now here, look at this, 0 to 10. So difference is only 10, but the difference here is 20. So that is why we will show the kink here, the break of axis. Now 10 to 30, there are 4. So we draw a rectangle here between 10 to 30. 10 to 30, the class interval is the base of the rectangle or the width of the rectangle. 30 to 50, it is 7. So we go for 30 to 50, it is 7. And then from 50 to 70, it is 5. So 50 to 70 is 5. These are the continuous rectangles. 70 to 90, it is 9. So 70 to 90, it is 9. You have to use the ruler properly. It is difficult for me to write, so some zigzag line may come. 90 to 110. 70 to 90 was 9. 90 to 110 was 5 again. So 5. And then from 110 to 130, it is 6. So this is 6. And from 130 to 150, it is 4. So the 4. So our histogram is ready. Now to draw the frequency polygon, we take the midpoints of the widths of the rectangle. Okay, we mark the midpoints over here. We mark the midpoints, and then we will be joining the midpoints with the help of a ruler. Halfway from here, we start from halfway from here. Always, frequency polygon is a closed figure made up of line segments. We join it. And the frequency polygon, here we have to go halfway. So frequency polygon is ready. Now the last question we'll be doing, now this one we will be doing without using histogram. Okay, we'll be doing without using histogram. Now 5 to 15, now the classes are continuous, right? So we have to find the class mark or midpoint. We will be finding the midpoint or the class mark. So 5 to 15, 5 plus 15 is 20, 20 divided by 2 is 10, the midpoint is 10. 15 to 25, the midpoint is 20. 25 to 35, the midpoint is 30. 35 to 45, the midpoint is 40. 45 to 55, the midpoint is 50. And 55 to 65, the midpoint is 60. Now we take our graph, and on the graph we draw the x-axis and y-axis. So this is our y-axis and this is our x-axis. So where x-axis and y-axis meet, this is our origin. Let us take the frequencies on y-axis and the class intervals on x-axis. Now 5 to 15, now we will be taking directly the midpoints, okay? So we are going to take here 10. So let us take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Done. So now we will be plotting the coordinates. So the coordinates, x coordinate is 10, y coordinate is 8. So 10, and so for that we will be have to choose over here. So the highest is 18 and the lowest is 2. So if I choose the class from here, starting from 2, highest reading as 18 in the frequency. So we start with the choosing the scale of 2 units. So 2, 4, 2, 3s are 6, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, 14 plus 2, 16, 16 plus 2, 18. We are done. Now we will be plotting the coordinates. So 10 and 8. So 10 and 8, this is the point. Then 20 and 16. So 20 and 16 is this point. Then 30 and 18. So 30 and 18 is this coordinate. And 40 and 14. 40 and 14 is this coordinate. 50 and 8. So 50 and 8 is this point. And 60 and 2. So 60 and 2 is this point. So we now go halfway from here. So we take this point. We join this with the first coordinate. And then with the scale, we go on joining the consecutive coordinates. And joining. This is how our frequency polygon for the last one is going to get ready. So children, if you like the video and if you have understood the concept, please share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.